Secrets revealed in Jack Abbott's response to Alan Lawrence's scheme in Genoa City. Every day brings unexpected and tense events, where secrets are hidden under elaborate covers, and dark schemes are never lacking. Recently, a shocking truth has been revealed, throwing Jack Abbott's life into chaos, especially when he discovers that Diane Jenkins, the person he has always trusted and loved, is actually an ally of Alan Lawrence, also known as Martin. Jack Abbott eavesdrops on Diane and Alan's secret. It all started when Jack Abbott accidentally eavesdropped on a secret conversation between Diane and Alan at a deserted coffee shop. While searching for information about his competitors at Abbott Communications, Jack unexpectedly discovered a shocking secret related to the woman he once loved deeply. The relationship between Diane and Alan is not just a friendship, but a close bond, with the common goal of manipulating important events for personal gain. Jack heard their scheming whispers. Diane was not only an intelligence agent for Alan, but also an assistant to Alan in his dark plans to control major events in the business world. Hearing these words, Jack was struck by a strong shock, making him unable to believe what he had just heard. In that moment, Jack felt his whole world collapse. Diane, the person he once loved, the person he once thought was a trustworthy ally, turned out to be working with the person he considered his rival. The trust that Jack had worked so hard to build was now eroded, and he could not face the truth. Jack's self-esteem was being severely tested. Phyllis Summers wanders alone in the park while Jack deals with the shock of Diane and Alan. Phyllis Summers is also in pain. She can't stop thinking about the troubles in her life, especially her complicated relationships with Summer Newman and Daniel Romalotti Jr. Phyllis knows that her children want to support and help her, but she doesn't want to bother them with the emotional problems she's facing. She doesn't want them to worry about her anymore, so she chooses to wander alone in the park, where she can think in peace. In the park, Phyllis feels the anxiety, fear, and disappointment seem to be overwhelming her. She remembers the times she's faced difficulties in her life, but this time there's a greater emptiness than ever. Despite being a strong and independent woman, Phyllis can't deny that she's feeling tired. The cracks in important relationships and her helplessness in dealing with complicated situations left her feeling exhausted. Billy Abbott appears and helps Phyllis while Phyllis was wandering alone. Billy Abbott happened to meet her in the park. Noticing the anxiety and sadness in Phyllis's eyes, Billy couldn't ignore it. Although they had had tense confrontations in the past, Billy understood that in difficult times like these, any relationship could become more important than ever. Billy sat down next to Phyllis and carefully said, "Phyllis, I know you're going through a difficult time, but don't let yourself fall. You deserve to be happy, no matter what happens around you." Billy's words had a soothing effect on Phyllis's soul. Although she didn't want pity, Billy's sincere concern made her feel comforted. Billy continues to share with Phyllis the new plans he is developing at Abbott Communications, a project that he hopes will take the company to the next level. Phyllis feels somewhat relieved to hear Billy share this information. She finds that work is a good distraction, and can even be a comfort during this time. But during the conversation, one question lingers in her mind: is Billy being honest with her? Despite having lied to Sally Spectra about his relationship with Aristotle Dumas, Billy seems to be opening up to Phyllis. Billy Abbott and his relationship with Aristotle Dumas. While sharing with Phyllis, Billy does not hide from her the troubles he is having with Aristotle Dumas. Although Billy had lied to Sally about his relationship with Aristotle, this time, he decides to be honest with Phyllis. Billy shared that he was trying to fix his problems at work and planned to take Abbott Communications further with a new project he was hatching. Phyllis, although not completely trusting everything Billy said, also realized that he was trying to make up for his previous mistakes. Could she trust Billy and the plans he shared? This question was not easy to answer, but at the very least, Phyllis felt that in difficult times, Billy could be a trustworthy friend. The situation in Genoa City is becoming more complicated than ever as secrets about Alan Lawrence, Diane, and the conspiracy involving Abbott Communications are gradually exposed. Jack Abbott faces a truth he was not prepared for, while Phyllis Summers has been struggling with her emotions for a long time. Both characters must face difficult choices and find comfort in complicated relationships. Although Billy and Phyllis have had a tumultuous past, they have found a mutual understanding in this moment. Can they overcome these challenges and rebuild trust in their relationship? Time will tell, but one thing is for sure, Genoa City is never short of secrets and intrigue, and things will continue to develop with unpredictable situations. Life in Genoa City is never short of complex and tense conflicts, where family relationships are tested, power struggles never end, and secrets can be exposed at any time. In such a world, Phyllis Summers, who has experienced countless storms in her life, is facing an important decision: to take revenge on her kidnappers, but not everyone agrees with this action. Phyllis's desire for revenge and feelings for Billy. Since being kidnapped, Phyllis has not only faced physical trauma but also struggled with terrible emotions. The feeling of losing control and resentment inside her has increased. She not only wants revenge on those who harmed her, but also wants to see them pay for their cruel actions. Phyllis is not one to give up easily, and she understands that revenge may be the only way to regain a sense of control in her life. Billy Abbott, her partner in the intense battles at Abbott Communications, has his own reasons for pursuing revenge. Phyllis and Billy have more than just empathy for each other, but a strong connection as they both seek to resolve past grudges. Phyllis does not hesitate to support Billy's plan to get revenge on Victor Newman, whom she believes may be part of Aristotle Dumas' plot. Once Phyllis realizes that revenge is necessary to bring justice, she does not hesitate to help Billy achieve his goal. "You can't let evil people get away with it," Phyllis tells Billy during a tense conversation. She not only wants revenge on her kidnappers, but she also wants to teach all evil people a lesson. She believes that without consequences, bad things will continue to happen and no one can trust in justice. Therefore, she fully supports Billy in his efforts to get revenge on Victor, although Phyllis understands that their motives will inevitably lead to a confrontation. Phyllis and personal revenge. On a personal level, Phyllis also has a stronger desire than anyone else: revenge on her kidnapper. But the big question she is facing is who is really responsible? Phyllis cannot be too quick to blame anyone, because everything is still in question. However, the obsession with revenge is gradually becoming the main driving force in her life. Can she find out who is behind this plot? And can she really make him pay? As she investigates, Phyllis feels the need to pinpoint her target. However, things are not always so clear-cut. She faces complex situations and finds a way to overcome them, while wondering whether revenge will truly bring her relief. But one thing is certain: Phyllis will not stop until she knows for sure who caused her pain. Tracy Abbott and the unexpected discoveries. While Phyllis and Billy are trying to figure out how to get revenge, a shocking discovery is about to change the picture completely. Tracy Abbott, Jack Abbott's sister, is not only a trusted friend but also one of the people who cares deeply about the Abbott family. She is always the one who keeps her sane and helps the family when they are in trouble. With the help of Sharon Newman, Tracy will discover a shocking secret about Alan, the person everyone thought was a trusted family friend. Unexpectedly, Alan may not be who he claims to be, but someone with much darker intentions. When Tracy informs Jack of her findings, she will leave him completely stunned and unable to believe the truth. Tracy will explain to Jack that, as the evidence becomes clearer, it is undeniable that Alan was actually behind the kidnapping. Tracy explains why Alan could have been the mastermind behind the incident, and with each detail she uncovers, Jack is faced with an unbelievable reality: the man he thought was part of his family and community is the one causing all the trouble. Jack Abbott faces a painful truth. Jack will face the shock of hearing Tracy reveal that Alan was actually behind the kidnapping and may have been the one who planned to hurt the Abbott family. This will make Jack feel like his entire world is falling apart, especially when he realizes that the person he has trusted for so long could be a bad person. But this is also the moment when Jack must decide how he will react. Can he forgive those who betrayed him and find a way to resolve his relationship with Alan? Or will he carry out an act of revenge to protect the Abbott family from any future threats? This question is not easy to answer, and in these moments, Jack must face the pain of betrayal and the difficult choice of how to retaliate. Conclusion: the revenge war and its consequences. While Phyllis and Billy prepare for their revenge plan, a series of secrets and intrigues begin to emerge, making the war more tense and complicated. These events not only reshape the relationships within the Abbott family but also have a profound impact on the power struggles in Genoa City. Phyllis and Billy, each with their own motives, seek to satisfy their thirst for justice, but every act of revenge has unpredictable consequences. With Tracy and Sharon helping Jack uncover the secret of Alan, things will not be as simple as before. Can the Abbott family overcome these challenges and stand firm in new battles? Or will they be drawn into a never-ending spiral of dark intrigue? Time will tell, but one thing is for sure, everything in Genoa City will be full of surprises and drama. Genoa City is a place where secrets are hidden behind smiling faces, and battles are fought not only in the office but also in complicated family relationships. In the next episode of The Young and the Restless, a shocking truth is about to be revealed about Alan, the man Jack Abbott has trusted for a long time. This will cause a strong disturbance in Jack's life, especially when he is forced to face the truth about the perpetrator of the kidnapping and the dark plot behind it. Tracy drops shocking details about Alan. It all begins when Tracy Abbott, Jack's sister, receives shocking information about the man the Abbott family has known for a long time, Alan. When Tracy approaches Jack with her findings, she will shock him with a horrifying revelation: the Alan he has trusted may not be who he thinks. Tracy will not stop at simply pointing out suspicions, but will provide clear evidence that Alan has not been truthful about his identity. Tracy will tell Jack about the details she has discovered during the investigation, from Alan's shady connections to Alan's unusual actions. Gradually, this evidence becomes too much to ignore, and Tracy will begin to suspect that Alan is actually Martin, a man who once posed a great threat to the Abbott family. Tracy is not only worried about the possibility that Alan is pretending to be someone else, but also has doubts about Alan's relationship with the bad guys who caused the chaotic kidnapping incident earlier. Jack faces the painful truth. Jack will be extremely shocked when he hears Tracy's words. He can hardly believe that Alan, the person he trusted and considered part of the family, could be the one behind all the dark plots. Although he doesn't want to face the truth, Jack will have to accept that the evidence Tracy presents cannot be ignored. However, he cannot easily accept that Alan was the mastermind behind the chaotic kidnapping. This will cause Jack to question the dangers facing the Abbott family. Jack will begin to think about the serious consequences if Alan is actually Martin. If this is true, this will not only mean great danger to the Abbott family but also the complete reversal of the order of their relationships. Jack will not be able to help but worry about the dangers that may lie ahead, and he will predict that this is just the beginning of a larger battle that the Abbott family will have to face. Martin's return and the conspiracies behind it. Tracy and Jack are not only worried about Alan, but they will also have to face a terrifying possibility: Martin may still be alive and is assuming Alan's identity once again. This will increase the tension and anxiety of the Abbott family. If Martin really returns, the plots he has carried out in the past will once again put the Abbott family in unforeseen danger. Tracy will assert that Martin may be taking advantage of people's ignorance to continue his plans without anyone realizing it. She will give convincing reasons for the possibility that Martin is still alive, from suspicious signs in Alan's actions to shady connections with other forces. This will make Jack unable to sit still, and he decides to find out the truth, regardless of the risks he faces. Diane Jenkins Abbott and the Abbott family conspiracies. While Jack and Tracy face the truth about Alan and Martin, Jack's wife Diane Jenkins Abbott is also working on her own plans. With her skillful ability to build relationships and manipulate situations, Diane will continue her drama, but this time she will not only play nice with Jack but also have her own calculations when facing Nikki Newman. The relationship between Diane and Nikki will continue to have new developments, as Diane tries to build a connection with Nikki, to serve her dark plans. She will try to win Nikki's favor, maybe through a clever political game or simply through flattery and fake attention. However, Nikki is not someone who is easily fooled, and she will soon realize that Diane is not only trying to take advantage of her relationship but also has other goals behind those sweet words. Diane also has another game in the works involving the renovation of the Abbott house. As major revelations about the process unfold, doubts will arise about Diane's true intentions. Is she trying to use the renovation to hide her own schemes, or is she building the perfect cover to carry out her dark plans? Jack and Tracy face new dangers. As Tracy and Jack slowly realize that things may be more complicated than they thought, they will be faced with a crucial choice: how to protect the Abbott family from Martin and Diane's evil schemes. They cannot continue to believe what happened in the past, and will face new and difficult battles. Ultimately, Jack will realize that not everything can be solved by strength or loyalty. He and his family must learn to deal with more sophisticated plots, while rebuilding family trust to face the challenges ahead. Conclusion: Unsolved plots. The plot twists on The Young and the Restless involving Alan and Martin are just the tip of the iceberg. Tracy and Jack will have to deal with increasingly complex secrets about the Abbott family and the complicated relationships around them. Diane and her schemes will make things more tense than ever, while the Abbott family must prepare for new challenges. Can they overcome these dangers and protect their family? Or will they pay the price for unforeseen plots? Time will tell.